Pac-Man! Pac-Man! Pac-Man!
Pac-Man!
Pac-Man! Oh, did someone say cake?
Hey guys, MetaXX Beats here, and holy crap. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
The pack is truly back, guys. We got Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. I never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. It's actually coming. And there's surprisingly a lot to unpack here. And, okay, I know I just said, oh, I never thought I'd see the day, but especially if Pac-Man World Re-Pac was successful, which, judging by this reveal trailer, it probably was successful enough for this to be possible, so I'm glad, I'm happy that this happened. Especially if it means a newer generation gets to experience some form of Pac-Man World 2. And quite frankly, I have a lot of faith that this will also be really damn good, because I really like Pac-Man World Re-Pac, so I have a lot of faith that this will also be a banger. But you know what, I want to talk about the new inclusions that they give for this remake. For example, costumes. Yes, I love that, absolutely. I always love it when games give you like optional costumes or cosmetics or what have you. And this is just absolutely awesome. I love this inclusion. It seems like they will be unlocked by completing tasks for each stage. I'm not sure if all stages will have that, or it'll just be like different things, like you collect like figures or whatever, which that's another thing. Collectible figures, which is also pretty cool, I will admit. Probably not as cool as the costumes, but hey, I could see people really enjoying this feature, especially if you like the Smash Bros. Trophies. Or those figures that you collect in Pac-Man Museum. And you also have this little drone if you have like a second player, which a friend pointed out looks probably similar to Puck from Shadow Labyrinth, which I don't know if that's a reference to that, but hey, I guess this is a fine co-op option. I mean, it's not as cool as having like an actual second player character, but hey, it's there. I guess it's better than nothing. And we also got a new boss fight for Inky. That makes me wonder, will Pinky and Blinky, who was mistaken as Clyde in the original game, will they have their own unique boss? Because I'll admit, that's actually something that I thought was kinda lame, that every boss, or ghost boss I should say, in the game who isn't Clyde, who was mistaken as Blinky in the original game, had essentially the same boss, but just with a different element. And you know what, I think this is a really nice, and admittedly probably needed change for this remake. Especially since in the original concept arts, it seemed like they were supposed to have their own unique boss, but I guess either time or maybe budget got in the way. I don't know. That also got me thinking, will they also include some unused concepts from the original game, like some stages that went unused or whatnot? Maybe that would be a little too much to ask for, but I think it would be kind of cool if they did that. Or hell, maybe if they make Woodworm a boss fight this time for this version, rather than just having a boss fight in the GBA version. Because how he kind of died in the original game was just really all of a suddenly, and it just kind of felt like there was somewhat of a missing boss there. I don't know. And of course, we also have to mention...
Oh, how about a quick snack?
Holy crap! They talked! They actually talked!
That's right. Pac-Man talks in this version. I'll admit, this kind of jump scared me when I first saw the trailer, because I did not see that coming. Especially the fact that he actually sounds like Martin T. Sherman, the voice actor of Pac-Man in Pac-Man World 3, which got me wondering, even more. Is this a hint that they would also do a Pac-Man World 3 Re-Pac, or like do a completely new version of Pac-Man World 3? Because I'll admit that would be kind of a hard one to do, but this kind of opens up a lot if this game ends up being successful, of course, but still. Oh yeah, and I also want to mention that he seems to retain his Pac-Attack from the first World game into this game, which, if you don't know, in the original Pac-Man World 2, he does not have that attack. So my guess is they're going to retain all the mechanics from Pac-Man World 1 into this game, and also add in the new mechanics from Pac-Man World 2, which I think is pretty cool, which probably means if they do this aforementioned Pac-Man World 3 Re-Pac, maybe they will also expand more on the moveset and have all the moves from Pac-Man World 1, 2, and 3 all in one game, all perfected. And hopefully keep the properties of those mechanics too, because I really did not like the fact that Pac-Man World 3 essentially nerfed a lot of Pac-Man's abilities, like the butt bounce, since you could only do it for a limited amount of times, and the rev roll, which kind of felt a little weaker in Pac-Man World 3. I hope if they ever do a Re-Pac of Pac-Man World 3, they just don't do that, or just completely overhaul the game, because I think that game really needs a rework. That is, if they're ever going to do a Re-Pac of that game, or they could just do a completely new game. Who knows? I don't know. But holy crap, man. But wait, I'm not done here, because we got DLC. First of all, well, not really DLC, but we get a Toc-Man costume, which, that's pretty awesome. Like, if you have a Pac-Man World Re-Pac save data in your system, then you'll just have this costume. And you know what? That's an amazing reward for having the game. I think that is amazing. Just the fact that you play as Toc-Man, I think is crazy. I know it's just a costume, but still, I love this. And we also got a bonus DLC of the Pac-Land costume, which is also really cool. And the thing I want to talk about the most is the collaboration DLC. Holy crap! What could this be? Well, I guess it's kind of obvious, but what could this collaboration be is what I mean. Now, I've seen some people speculate maybe this could be another Namco Bandai IP, like maybe Klonoa, which would be a shocker, or maybe Tekken, or Katamari. Who knows? Though this could be another company IP. Though I highly doubt it would be Nintendo, because this seems to be in all consoles, so that kind of scratches off Mario or Kirby. But the most consistent one that I see a lot of people say is it could be maybe Sonic, which honestly I think makes the most sense. Like, imagine having a Sonic stage, a Sonic costume, and Sonic figures in Pac-Man World 2. That would be a trip! I don't know what stage they would use. I guess it would be the typical Green Hill, but hey, that's still cool. I'll still love the hell out of that. Like, I don't know, just new stages in general, that still gets me a little giddy, like, collaboration or not. And does this mean this will also have more DLC, or is this the only DLC the game will have? Regardless, I love it, this is awesome. But I think that's all I could squeeze out of this subject. Thank you all who made it this far. I also did not expect this to be my first video after my long hiatus, but, you know, it is what it is. I did had something else planned, but actually I had a lot of things planned, but a lot of things got in the way, and, you know, I'm here now. I made this Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac video for the occasion, and, you know, overall, I'm just happy this is happening, you know. But, you know, thank you all for watching. Buy Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac when it comes out. And I hope everyone had a good day, or evening, or night. This is Better6 Beats, and I'll see you guys next time.